Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. For today's video, we're going to be installing some Tuxmat floor mats on the 2022 Subaru Outback Wilderness. So to start things off, the floor mats that came with this car aren't the worst, but they're just any typical factory floor mats and they don't provide the coverage that you need. So I purposely left all those leaves and stuff like that near the pedals, and that's because I wanted to see over time how much dirt that spot will accumulate. Now, I don't take this thing off-road, at least not yet. I just drive it through normal streets like any other person would drive, and now that it's fall season, you know, we get a lot of leaves and stuff like that. So this is leaves without rain, so I couldn't imagine how much dirt this thing will accumulate with rain. So as you guys can see right there on that pedal spot under the gas pedal, I already knew that was going to be a concern since this thing doesn't provide coverage on that part right there on the area where the leaves are. These are great floor mats, but like I said, they don't provide the sufficient coverage that I prefer in a car. I did a lot of research and everyone pointed me towards this company called Tuxmat. Of course, I thought about the WeatherTechs. I ran the WeatherTechs in all of my cars in the past and they've been great, but these ones right here, which I'm about to show you, I believe provide the most coverage. So let's go ahead and take this thing out of the box. I did get both front and rear floor mats just to get the complete coverage. I didn't do the ones for the trunk since I have the OEM one, and that one is fine. I'm not too worried about that. It's just the fronts that I'm mainly concerned about. So I'm gonna get this out of the box and show you what we got here. All right, so let's briefly go over what's in this pouch that's included. Looks to be some clips, I think, to keep the floor mat tucked in to the sides, and then double-sided tape with Velcro. So that's that. Let's go ahead and check out those mats. All right guys, so here we have it. We have the front floor mats, and then we got the ones for the rear. I can already tell just by the size of this thing that it's gonna provide a lot of coverage for the sides and for the areas that are prone to getting dirty. The material, it's not hard rubber like the WeatherTechs and all the other ones out there. I hopped on their site, and this is actually made out of three things. So the top layer is a PVC, and then the middle layer is a heavy duty foam, and then the bottom layer is an anti-skid material. You guys get the idea. It's some thick material, and it doesn't feel cheap, so if that's what you're wondering. And yeah, they look pretty good and sleek. So let's go ahead and do a stock comparison before I install these onto the car. Here you have it. You can see the stock floor mats compared to the Tuxmat, and you can't even compare the size. This is just ridiculous. So stock ones right here, and look how much coverage the Tuxmats provide just on the sides, on all sides, and even on the passenger, those messy people in your life. And then for the back as well, provides protection on the center. This isn't new, since I know WeatherTech does the same, but look how far up these sides are raised, and it even provides coverage on the front right here, which is pretty amazing. Oh, and on the sides, this thing right here, yeah, that's the most coverage you'll get from floor mats, I believe, is with these ones right here. Okay, so to avoid any confusion, I wanted to go over these clips and what they're used for. So you get 10 of these ones right here. These are security clips, which are used for the sides. So what they do is they clip onto the mat right here, and then they go on the side where the trim is on the interior to keep it secure in place. So that's really cool. So if your car doesn't have those raised interior trim, then you want to use these things right here, and it's kind of cool because it has their logo on there right there. But these are just basically double-sided tape with Velcro, and same thing. Imagine this was the floor mat. I know, bad example, but you just clip it right there and then you stick it on to the side to hold itself in place. But since the floor mats are high enough to touch the interior trim of the car, we're gonna go ahead and use these clips right here. So let's go ahead and get started, and I'll show you what I mean. All right, so I'm gonna clean this stuff off real quick, and then we'll throw the floor mats in there. Okay, now that that's all cleaned off, let's go ahead and throw the mats in there. And it's cool that it has these holes right here so that the clips can go in there. All right, so next up, you just want to push along the edges, make sure it's flush. And then you always want to test the pedals to see if the mat will get in the way. So after you confirm that it fits like a glove and it's positioned correctly, you can go ahead and install the security clips. And just a reminder, you get 10 of them, so feel free to use as many as you need. I think I'm gonna put one right here and here. Might even be overkill, but that should be good. On the other side, it doesn't look like it needs anything since it's pretty flush on there. It was mainly this side that I was concerned about since it's so high up. But yeah, 1 and 2 should do it. So you get your clip. There's one. And then let's put one on the edge right here. And then we're just gonna tuck it in under the trim. Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, that's perfect. That's not going anywhere. Almost looks factory. That's cool. Yeah, this is good stuff. I like it. So let's go ahead and breeze through the passenger side and then we'll install the rear. All right, so on the passenger side, just the same steps. And this is just a wire to my dash cam. I could do a better job of hiding it, but just kind of disregard it for now. And then for this one, you just want to make sure that this doesn't go under the seat because that whole thing moves and it looks like it clears it. So I think we're good on that side. All right. And then as far as the clips, I'm going to put same thing right there in the front and then one in the rear. I think that's good enough for me. All right guys, so same steps for the rear. I just had to put you guys over there for the angle so you guys can see as much as possible. But let's go ahead and get this thing thrown in there. I think you're able to even tuck in the back right here. Oh yeah, that's, wow. I'm not even exaggerating. I will get a close-up as soon as I can, but this thing literally fits like a glove. So I'm gonna finish up the rear by clipping it in. And if you guys can see, I'm gonna put one right here on the corner where the seat belt is. Should keep that from going anywhere. And then on this side, I'm gonna put one right here where the center console is, or where the center is, my bad. So just do the same for both sides. All right, you guys, I'm not even exaggerating how spot on the fitment is on the rear mats. It's insane. So if you guys can see this right here, this entire tab, they literally designed it so it can go under the seat cushion, and look at the results. I can't get over how good this looks. And every single side is covered. So if you spill anything, chances are it'll land here and go towards the center, but everything is covered. You should not worry about coverage with these mats. And like I said, I put a clip right here, just where the seat belt is, which is not in the way at all, the mat, I mean. And here on this section, you don't even need those Velcro clips since it's pretty flush on there. And then the second clip, like I mentioned, I put right here, so on the other side as well, just to keep it in place. So let's move on to the other side. The mat goes all the way in there. The seats are pushed all the way forward, just so you guys know, at least that much. But when I pull these back, you won't be able to see this part right here, so it's maximum coverage. So if you guys remember in the beginning of the video, I mentioned that this part was a concern for me since your foot rests on this area when it's not on the pedal. So these floor mats solve that issue, since they go all the way up there, just high enough to where it's not impeding the pedals or anything like that. So safety should not be a concern. We should be good. But just so you guys are aware, I used 8 of the 10 clips. I used none of the Velcro ones since I don't think it needed it. It's pretty flush on there, and there aren't any sides that are flapping to where I think it may need one. We're good on that part, and I can't get over how amazing these floor mats look. I'm this excited over some damn floor mats. It's crazy. All right, you guys, so that about completes the install of the Tuxmat floor mats on my 2022 Outback Wilderness. If you guys have any questions about the install or the product or anything like that, let me know in the comments below. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.